Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 21st of March 2024. This day is celebrated as World Forestry Day. On the 21st of March, World Forestry Day or International Day of Forest is celebrated every year to raise public awareness about the values, significance, and contribution of the forests to balance the life cycle on the earth. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that CII UK, India business firm, relaunched in London. There is a big opportunity to deepen connections between India and the United Kingdom, not just in terms of investment but also in R&D, academic and industrial collaboration. CII Director General Chandrajit Banerjee, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and United Kingdom Prime Minister Mr. Rishi Sunak. India and British business leaders gathered in the London on March 19 to relaunch the CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, United Kingdom India Business Forum (IBF), following a hiatus that began shortly after the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. The launch comes as the two countries continue to finalize a free trade agreement. The Hindu newspaper also states that Narendra Modi government nurtured a plenary Raj more unequal than even British Raj Congress. India's inequality levels among highest in the world. Demonetization, unplanned GST rollout, attempted and implemented legal changes support billionaire Raj, says Jairam Ramesh. Senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, citing a global report that shows inequality in India had widened, with the share of the top 1% population in national income at historically high levels in 2023. The Congress on March 20 criticized the Narendra Modi's government's policies for nurturing a billionaire Raj are more unequal than even the British Raj. The Hindu newspaper also states that GWMC Commissioner asks revenue avoiding to speed up tax collections. Addressing review meeting, GWMC Commissioner Ashwani Tandaji Wakade expressed displeasure over the poor tax collections and warned the officials of facing action if they fail to achieve the target. GWMC Commissioner Ashwani T. Wakade addressing a meeting on the tax collections on Wednesday. Greater Warangal Municipal Corporation GWMC Commissioner Ashwini Tanjay Wakade has stressed the need to speed up tax collections despite the annual target of Rs 97.66 crore for the fiscal year 2023-24. Only Rs 63.96 crore, which is only 60% of the target, has been collected so far. The Hindu newspaper also states that don't use counseling to turn LGBTQ plus persons against their own identity, so says Supreme Court. Supreme Court warns judges not to depend on their own subjective values, social motility, or sympathy for both families. Empathize importance of chosen families issues a guidelines based on constitutional values. A three-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud said that it would be completely inappropriate to attempt to overcome the identity and sexual orientation of an individual through a process of counseling. The Supreme Court has cautioned judges against the using the court order counseling of members of LGBTQ plus community as a way to turn them against their own identity and sexual orientation. In such cases, they are often in distress or have been separated from their partners by their own relatives, it observed. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Delhi chronicling the march of time. Once this is used to be an attempt, empty lot later with the detritus of collapsed mansion, then a builder raised a multi-story. It happened just last year. A wall on Shah Abdul Khair street has been painted over with the drawings of the old-style doorways and arches. The Times also states that dialogue and diplomacy is the way forward. Prime Minister Modi tells Putin and Zelensky. While speaking to Volodymyr Zelensky, Prime Minister Modi reiterated India's people-centric approach and again described dialogue and diplomacy as the way forward. New Delhi. Dialogue and diplomacy is the way forward in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and India backs all steps for the early and peaceful resolution. of issues between the two sides. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in a separate phone calls with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday. And sometimes also stated that New India made tank engine test fire for first time in Mysuru. Made in test firing of India first indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of main battle tanks held at BEML in Mysuru. New Delhi. The indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine for main battle tanks was on Wednesday test fired for the first time at the BEML Limited Engine Division in Mysuru, showcasing the country's technological prowess and commitment to self-reliance in defense technologies, the defense ministry said. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, rupee falls 13 paise to close at 83.16 against the United States dollar. At the interbank foreign exchange market, the local unit opened at 83 and touched the intraday low of 83.17 against the greenback. The local unit finally settled at 83.16 provisional against the dollar, registering a loss of 13 paise from its previous close. The rupee declined 13 paise to close at 83.16 provisional against the United States dollar. On Wednesday, weighted down by the strong American currency against major rivals overseas and elevated crude oil prices in rupee. India's entrepreneurship journey has now got a global recognition. Zia Modi. She has, in conversation with the Anand Goenka, Executive Director of the Indian Express Group, a tech platform upgrades co-founder Ronnie Scrivewala was the other panelist. It is our decade unless we do something wrong to ourselves. I think just as democracy aspirational set of youth, and with the world in our hands, we just need to stay the course. The course has to be one of the governance at the end of the day, Modi said. NCLAT directors banks not to take action against IL and IFS directors. On October 15, 2018, the NCLAT stayed all proceedings against IL and MPFS and other group companies till its further order. It has also restrained creditors of IL and MPFS from filing suits in the case of non-repayment of loans. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal (NCLAT) has directed relevant public sector lenders not to take coercive against action IL&FS group companies and directors till its next hearing on May 14. A two-member NCLAT bench also issued notice to the banks along the Reserve Bank of India directing them to file a reply. Now going towards the world news, including Nepal to seek resolution of India border disputes. Ex-Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan predicts short tenure of Shahbaz Sharif-led government. Indonesia's defense minister announced as country's next president loses alleged fraud. United Kingdom gets its first black government leader as Vaughan Gething is elected first minister of Wales. A Greek F-16 crashes during a training mission, but the pilot is rescued. Biden skipping visiting a black church on his recent Michigan trip, angering some community leaders. Going towards science and technology, from the artificial intelligence point of view, NVIDIA's Blackwell artificial intelligence chip cost between $30,000 to $40,000. In NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang announced at GTC 2024 that Blackwell B200 artificial intelligence chip could cost between $30,000 and $40,000 per unit, surpassing its predecessors in performance and efficiency. NVIDIA Blackwell artificial intelligence chip outperforms its predecessor for 4 times. From artificial intelligence point of view, Mustafa Sulaiman, Oxford dropout, infection, artificial intelligence co-founder. Unknown facts about new CEO of Microsoft Artificial Intelligence. Here's everything you need to know about the Mustafa Sulaiman, the new head of Microsoft's Artificial Intelligence division. Microsoft on Tuesday named British artificial intelligence pioneer Mustafa Sulaiman as the head of its artificial intelligence division. Sulaiman is the co-founder of Google's DeepMind and will now report directly to Microsoft CEO Satya. Mustafa Sulaiman, CEO and co-founder of Inflection Artificial Intelligence, speaking during the Azios BFD the event in the New York City, United States, October 12, 2023. DARPA selects Northrop Grumman to develop lunar railroad concept. DARPA has selected a Northrop Grumman to develop and advance a concept of building a rail transport system on the moon. Northrop Grumman on Tuesday announced that the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency's DARPA selected it for the further development of the concept of building a moon-based railroad network. Northrop Grumman was selected as a part of DARPA's broader ambitions to build a lunar economy. Classes, there is a famous quotation said by Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, says that I have been given the authority over you, and I am not the best of you. If I do well, help me, and if I do wrong, set me right. He also says a famous quotation says that a man who is shy and modest is an amazing character, but a woman who is shy and modest is beyond the amazing. Okay, thank you.